Another non-obvious advantage of Switzerland is this. Look. Your suitcase can travel by itself. My room in Lausanne. Guys, this is a hospital. I'm staying in a hospital hotel. Well, that's life, yeah. Low-key funny. I got a hotel on booking, and usually I stay near the station cause it's easier to travel around, jump on a train. Train is the most popular type of transport here. This time, no, I thought I could stay somewhere further away, just change the location, so to speak. So on booking, I found a cheap little hotel, and here am I. It's fine overall, spacious room, big windows. It's stylish. It has some light minimalism. So I arrive here and I see people with broken arms, legs, someone has given birth, someone's been wheeled out of the elevator, nurses are walking around, and I'm like, what's going on here? Turned out this hotel is attached to the hospital. So this hotel is for patients and those who come to visit them. Well, they're tourists like me, but we're the exception, I guess. And still, it's pretty nice and neat. Here, the room is clean, with nurses if needed. So I have a huge bed here, and this awesome full-wall window. There is a bench you can sit on, that's a nice terrace, and this is a restaurant. By the way, they have great breakfast included. I didn't film it, but it's in this building. The terrace is right there, and there's a lake down below. So it's literally 2 minutes walk to the subway from here, and 10 minutes to the station by subway. It's 2 stops to the center. And on foot, I got to the center in 15 minutes. It's downhill, and uphill it's a bit harder. Well, you hop on the subway and you're there. It's not super important, but the price-quality ratio is very good, considering that breakfast is included. We have a wide corridor. There are nice closets here. Closet 1, closet 2. Nice proper room. The bathroom is also proper. Only without a bathtub. There is a shower though, and lots of space here. It's like that. That's what I was talking about. My hotel is over there, and here's the subway. It says, Plan de la Cité Hospitalière. I don't know, I don't speak French anyway, and all this is a hospital. Children's hospital here, Nestlé Hospital, Beaumont Hospital, and Urgence, and I guess it's urgencies, right, for something urgent. Here's also the Institute of Microbiology and Institute of Pathology. This whole area is a hospital district. And here's the subway. By the way, many people use the elevator to get to the subway. Here come elevators, one more, and this also a hospital, an entire district of hospitals. I accidentally stayed in a hospital district. What's our forecast? Oh, it's gonna be sunny and warm here for 2 days. I'll show you now. The forecast said it would be sunny yesterday. In reality, what do we have here? It's like this. It was foggy yesterday. I took a drone to the mountains. The sun didn't show up even once. And it was 7 degrees. Of course, I trusted the weather forecast. Went light, and in the end, it was 7 degrees. I spent the whole day filming between little chalets in the mountains, recording the local beauty. Well, of course, it was cool and damp, not very comfortable. So today I'm already feeling sick, coughing a little. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that you shouldn't believe Swiss weather. It's better to have a plan B, you know? I also went for a run when I came here. My hotel is on a bit of a slope, and there is the lake further down, and Olympic museums, all that stuff. You run downhill easily, but then you go back. See that hill? Well. Whoa, look at her speed. A real rich Swiss woman riding a bike on a fur coat. So all these running spots are located in hilly terrain, which is awesome for active training. Lots of fountains, you see. This is drinking water. You can drink from this one. Right now, I'm walking past my hotel, and I found, this is the University of Lausanne. That's what it looks like. Beautiful fences, little lawns, bushes. It says Department of Neurosciences and Biomedicine, which is not surprising, because the hospital is nearby. And you know what? It would be so nice to take a bike and ride into the mountains. You can put your bike on the rack at the back of the bus, and Swiss guys, they ride with helmets on. I saw a guy on the bus, and he had his helmet on, his bike attached to the back. You don't bring it into the bus, you attach it to the back. And you attached it, got on a bus with the helmet. It's a must for the mountains. They ride to the funicular. They call them telecabin. They reach these telecabins, and the telecabin goes up to 2,000 meters, and it's where the trail starts. There you can do mountain biking. This is a very popular activity here. You can ride road bikes in the mountains. You can ride on different trails through the forest also. Yesterday I traveled 40 kilometers by train. A bus going by bike is much faster than by train or a bus here. Since we're in mountains, there are stairs everywhere, and I'm going towards the lake. First to the station, and then to lake. From here you can see the cathedral well. I really like Lausanne. I like it more than Geneva. It just suits me better. The mountains are right nearby here, and there is also the lake. And by the way, I'm in the historic center. You can see the cathedral, which is as old as Notre Dame. And historic center starts here. Here's where it starts. These are all old buildings. And actually, I think it's impossible to get lost in Lausanne, because you can always use the cathedral as a landmark. Seems like it's the tallest building in the area. There's no skyscrapers, and if you get lost, you can always find this little cathedral again. You can see the cathedral over there. It's just great to walk around because it's very beautiful. Because you have this on the left and that on the right. And by the way, there are many buildings of this format, just gray buildings. There's plenty of that here too. There's also this thing when you come here for the first time and if you happen to arrive not in sunny and beautiful weather, when the sun is shining and the sky is blue, the lake is sparkling, they arrive in the grey autumn with the brown leaves, dull surroundings. At first, it might look like expectations and reality meme, right? And you expect to admire these wonderful castles and palaces in good weather, but you just end up walking around grey areas with square concrete buildings, and they have a lot of buildings that look like concrete rectangles. No ornaments, something like historical, some columns or roof tiles. No, nothing. There's lots of grey, especially outside the center. I'll go through the arch, that's a UNIL polyclinic, part of UNIL lecture halls, and you see lecture halls and you go up like this. This is what it looks like. And here it is. And here, as I said, concrete walls. It's just like this. Here you have a lecture hall. Very cool and unusual. Swiss universities are unique because they're always located either in some great castle or on Lausanne hills, and they have buildings next to a cliff, like this one here. Here's a thing I want to show you. This is how routes are shown. It says you can ride by bike. Lausanne station is this way. Here are sign points for cyclists because not all roads are accessible to them. I was driving on a highway yesterday and the driver said to me that bikes aren't allowed here. There's a separate route for bikes so you can get there by bike. Not on the highway though, but on another one. And there are special markings for that. The streets are filled with those autumn colors. There are yellow, green, orange trees. I'm entering the historic center and you can see it separating this contrast. You see it? There is the bridge and further on there is the historic center. The bridge kind of goes over the houses and there is a thing I was talking about, ugly buildings, beautiful buildings, cathedral. Once again, ugly square, gray ones, beautiful ones. Ugly, beautiful, ugly, beautiful. Lausanne has too many beautiful buildings, need to slap some ugly ones. From here you see this, right? These colorful narrow houses with shutters and a cobblestone road goes up. Something like restaurants, all that. This, okay. Further down, the street leads towards the center and shopping streets. Here we have bridges. This is a road for trams. And there is a road and people walk there. Stairs, you can climb up there. Yeah, generally this whole line, this whole street consists of houses built one after another. That's a very cool spot, super photogenic from all sides. I'll go up over there. If you happen to be in any old European city, you don't know where to go in any unclear situation, look for the cathedral. It all started with the cathedral. People came to pray to cathedrals. Usually, these old cities have a really old cathedral. As a rule, cathedral is located at the historical center. Wow. Look at it. What a beauty. I decided to go inside because such places have that special atmosphere and feeling. Here's the Lausanne History Museum. Here you can see what Lausanne used to be. A painting, right? The bridge, and this is what it looked like here. This is my absolute favorite spot in Lausanne. Just an incredible place. A view of Lausanne, all the historic part with the fountains. Very beautiful. If you're standing at the viewpoint, don't rush off. This place has much more to offer. Go behind the cathedral. This street is incredible, so photogenic. You can take photos, just walk around, look right from the cathedral itself. There is a secret entrance so that the Pope could run out into the city over there. I'm into the exit from the city, not in the center. And over there. What do you think, huh? Beautiful, right? Let me reveal my little secret. I'm going to Milan in just 2 hours. 3.5 hours, and I'm in Milan. Such a castle, a palace. There is a clock over there, a very interesting monument, a Porsche part. I'm gonna go up here now to another small square and a viewpoint. I was flying my drone in mountains yesterday. To do that, I had to get a license. I got it for a year. Insurance. You need to insurance to fly here. I think it's right. God forbid the drone falls on someone. Catches some wire or a branch or falls on someone's head. To avoid problems or at least minimize them, you need to insure this thing. It's done officially, but I won't go into detail now. Yeah, there are areas you're allowed to fly in, but you need to check these locations, and I really like to fly around this little house. Fly around it with the drone, film it nicely, fly over the city, film this beauty, but you can't do that. Here it's a no-fly zone. Well, you can launch a drone up there, but you can get caught red-handed by the police. And I've already experienced this. 2 years ago, I was flying out of Zurich airport, and they took my drone at the airport. They told me that they needed to check the locations I filmed. They took it, and when I flew away, they sent a letter saying, "Everything's fine, come pick it up." But how could I pick it up? I was already in Moscow, and my drone was in Zurich. Luckily, my friends helped me. They picked up the drone. I paid 60 francs for it. Can you imagine? If you want it back, then give 60 francs and take it. I was waiting for it in some storage room. Things happen, anything can happen. I've been to the German part of Switzerland, in the French-speaking part, in winter and summer. Switzerland is the perfect place for this. Honestly, the best time to come to Switzerland is either in winter, because you'll have all the sun and snow and bright sky, or in summer, when everything's green and lush. And here's the sign with a tourist in a backpack, which means a tourist can go this way, or you can go down the stairs. If you want to go inside the cathedral, remember that you don't necessarily need to be a believer to go there. It's history, right? The cathedral has information boards, and you can read about the cathedral and what was here before it, how it was restored, what happened here in different times. So some historical stuff. There's a museum element in there. You can learn about the history of Lausanne, the history of Switzerland. Of course, you can go up to the cathedral's spire, to the bell tower over there, and see what it looks like from above, so you can grasp the scale, and it's truly massive. Okay, there is also some passage here leading you somewhere. I like this labyrinth here. These little staircases, streets, wine. An acquaintance of mine also has vineyards here. Here's a Swiss guy, and back in the day, long ago, in the time of castles and palaces, you know, how they made wine. There are these little windows, and when you drive around these wine regions, they still have these little windows, and back in the day, wine would be displayed in these windows. When makers didn't sell wine in shops, they put in a bottle in a window, and a traveler, passerby, would come and just take it. Another non-obvious advantage of Switzerland is this. Look. Your suitcase can roll by itself, and you don't have to drag it. So you can load it up with 20 kilos. The train station I mentioned today. I've arrived 10 minutes from my hospital hotel. And the last time I stayed right there a bit further. Here's the station. They're doing repairs here. Beautiful building. Lausanne, the Olympic capital. Red light. That's okay. We'll wait.